I'm Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome back for another Plan With Me video. Today I am actually planning in a plum paper for the very first time. Here I have a 7x9 hourly. I have been having a lot of fun playing around on these planners. We did just release stickers for them. I am still personally planning in a Hobonichi cousin, so I'm gonna have my August monthly on the side so that I can see what it is I need to be planning out for this week. But I've had a lot of fun testing these planners out, and to kind of celebrate the release of our functional label release for the plum paper, both A5 and 7x9 planners, I wanted to go ahead and film on camera with you, kind of play around with you. So let me know in the comments if you are in a plum paper or if you're just kind of curious how this works, if you are a Hobonichi lover like I am. I am gonna start with the 7x9 washi that we released also, and I'm going to be using the tropical colorway. I have lots and lots of goodies over here on the side, and then some more items in the tropical colorway. So I'm going to be pulling from a lot of things from our shop so that it all coordinates. So I'm going to start by putting this washi. I'm going to be covering up that dark navy line and then the first line, and then I'm just going to rip here. And then this last week, I can show you quickly what I did. This was with the bright rainbow, and I am going to be putting my little extra washi strip down at the bottom. I just had this be a place for important info for the week, so I'm going to do the same thing. So that's in, and then I'm going to try and plan pretty much one side and then flip and do the other side. We'll see how that goes, so I'm not flipping it often back and forth. So I grabbed a couple of freebies also. So with all of your orders, you do get several freebies from us. We love to let you test out new things, and it's a great way to do that. So I'm going to be using, these are our large hand lettered days of the week scripts. So I'm leaving the numbers there. I could go in and replace them with our date dots, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave that in. And then I like the this week script up here, and then like I said, I'm gonna put important here, and then I'm gonna go in with some planner dots that, like I said, are in the tropical colorway. Tropical is my favorite. Since we started selling stickers 3.5 years ago, tropical has always been my favorite. I guess we didn't start out with all of these colorways. I'm not sure exactly how long ago they joined. Probably at least 3 years ago, I would say, though. And ever since, they have been my favorite. I just love the fun, bright colors. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping that straight, but that's okay. I also thought about going in and covering up these gray dots with these colored dots as well. They fit really good in this grid. I'm gonna leave it for now, and I might do it later. The other thing that I did last time was cover up these gray strips at the bottom and then put a priorities script on. So I'm gonna do that as well. In my Hobonichi Cousin Daily, I like to do kind of my top 3. And that works out really well for me. So I just put the same top 3 this past week while I was testing it out, and that worked really well. So I'm gonna just use my priorities sticker. We do also have a top 3 script that I could have grabbed instead, but I already had a priorities one, so I'm okay with that. And generally speaking, I like to keep the same color per column. So I'm gonna be using the same colored dots here of the label that I grabbed for the priorities section. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and did the same things on this side of the planner. And the last thing I want to do before I actually get into our plans for the week is I am again going to grab some of these skinny labels. These are the single line labels for the vertical and monthly 7x9. These are the ones that cover up the hour. And I am just going to lay one down for the weather. I did this last week and I really like how that turned out also. I do like to track the weather. So I am again just gonna match the colors that I have for the priorities down at the bottom just so that it's cohesive. And then I will go in later when it's closer to the start of the week with my weather scripts. We also, with these Plum paper labels, we also released some fun black line weather scripts, and I used those last week as well, and so that was really fun to get to test those out. Okay, so for our actual plans, I'm going to be using a mix of these labels that show the hour and the ones that cover up the hour, depending on what it is. So if it's a timed appointment, I'm going to use these ones that show the hour. The first thing I'm going to put in is service. I also teach a direct band, and we have in service starting on Thursday. So I'm going to put in the label here. We have small group on a Wednesday evening, so I'm going to put in this. That starts, oh, you know what? I forgot that the time on here only goes to 7:30. So I'm actually going to have to scooch this up a bit to make that work, but that's okay. And then a couple other timed things later in the week. We have a work day at school. I'm not actually sure what time that starts. I think normally they start around 8:30, where the parents can come and help with some building projects and random things that just need to happen for school to start. And then church on Sunday. It is the second Sunday, so we are going to need to be there earlier. And our church actually goes later than this, but that's okay. We also have evening service, which doesn't last quite as long, so I will just put a smaller label down here. Then as things come up that are timed throughout the week, I will use these ones that show the hour. And now I'm going to go in with some little icons, little church icons for Sunday. Then on Tuesday, we will have $2 Tuesday. And I thought that with school coming up, it would be fun to do $2 Tuesday for our school scripts. So both sizes will be $2 on Tuesday. I thought I had one of my big ones with me also, but this is what they look like. It's just a mix of things that you have throughout the year. This is the small print, and then the large print fills up a sheet size like this. So that's the size comparison. In the text, it's the same font size as these. All right, so then I have our functional icon scripts, and I'm gonna put in some of the other things that we have going on this week. So Friday is payday. So I'm gonna use this similar to how I did the $2 Tuesday. And then on Fridays, Mark and I usually are able to go on a date lunch, so we will do that. It's not timed necessarily, so I'm not gonna do the one that shows the hour. I'm gonna do the one that covers up the hour, just sometime midday. The time on that varies depending on what we have going on. Then we are gonna need to do some errands after the workday on Saturday. Probably just, well, I'm not really sure if we will do it kind of here or later in the day, but I can always move that if I need to. Generally like to do some planner time on Sunday afternoon. That in. Try and get to some laundry on Tuesday. Do that. We'll try and do pizza night on Friday. Kind of falling into a rhythm with that. Then we have been doing grocery pickup. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know what time this will be necessarily. We usually try and do sometime, or at least we have been doing like Saturday afternoon-ish. So we will shoot for that, and then I need to remember to order groceries then sometime midweek. And I have found that I'm really good at forgetting things on my grocery pickup order until I actually place the order, and then it all comes flooding to me. So if I place it a couple of days in advance, then I get this time that I want, number one, but also I can add to it usually throughout Friday morning. So that's been working really well. Then let's see what other scripts I have forgotten. My church scripts, I'm gonna need 2 of those. I'm just gonna use event for our work day. I'm also gonna grab.
Can I tell them something?
Sure.
I love my mama.
That's sweet. I'm gonna grab a little coffee icon for this too, because this is usually a really early Saturday morning it's a little bit of a drive, and so getting there bright and early Saturday morning is not always my favorite thing, but that's okay. Then I think I'm just gonna put school. I have made in the past custom scripts for our school events, and I'm gonna wanna do coffee for this too. I haven't gotten around to making the custom scripts for all of the teachers yet that says in service and work day and enrollment day and all the fun things. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet, so that is what it's gonna be for now. And then this is, I think, our last, either our last small group or almost our last small group for this time around. And I'm hoping that the beginning of the week fills out. It usually does, but this is just very funny how sometimes the weeks just tend to be more busy on one end or the other. So I think that's all that I have to share with you. Let me know if you have a Plum paper planner, if you're excited about the label release. We released labels for A5 and 7x9, vertical priorities, the vertical and monthly sections, and the hourlies. So let me know what you're using down in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.